Hi Cancer, welcome to your weekly reading for December 9th through the 15th. I'm going to be taking a look at where you're currently at right now, where things are heading for you for the remainder of the week, as well as your outcome. This is general and it may not resonate for everyone. If it does, go ahead and hit that like button. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channels. It helps me to pick up on your energy for all future reads. Please remember that time is fluid, so this could be something that happened in your past, currently in your present, or coming up in your future. However, the focus is going to be for the week of December 9th through the 15th. And at the end of your reading, I'm going to pull an oracle message from Spirit Messages Oracle deck to give us some more insight, guidance, and clarification on your situation. Before I jump right into your reading, Cancer, I just want to thank everybody so much for being so patient as I was getting better over a respiratory infection, and it happened out of nowhere. It was like one day I was fine, the next day I was not. So, it took a while to get over, but that's okay. I have the best viewers, the best subscribers, the best tarot community tribe that I could ever have. So, life happens, and y'all are also loving and supportive and understanding that sometimes I don't have control, and I appreciate you. And I just want y'all to know that from the bottom of my heart, I thank you. So let's go ahead and jump into your reading, Cancer, because I want to see what's going on in your situation. So we're going to start by looking at where Cancer is currently at, where things are heading for them for the remainder of the week, as well as their outcome for December 9th through the 15th, please. Okay, so first things first, bottom of the deck is going to be the Knight of Wands for the overall energy to your reading, okay? I see that you are dealing with someone who either can't commit or is constantly in and out of your life, okay? Fast-moving things just being said and like acting on spontaneity of, I'm just going to say this because I feel like saying it. Screw it, I'm going to go for it. Now, you have in your current situation the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this could be about your money. Of course, things not feeling like they're working out entirely when it comes to finances or something like that, and trying to stay ahead here, but don't wear yourself out. Everything will work out as it's supposed to. Take your time to breathe and recharge and clear your mind so that way you can come up with the answers you've been looking for, right? But I also see there's a lack of stability in giving time to relationships and more focus on money of that nature. It just comes out that way. Now, maybe that is someone tied up to you, but someone is definitely more focused on money than they are on their relationship. So there could be relationships suffering in your life that you're like, I thought I was giving them attention. Just make sure you are. And if it's not you, you know that it is somebody doing that to you and you want that addressed. So where things are heading for the remainder of the week is the Emperor. Okay, so there is definitely this authoritative figure here. It's not really coming off as you, but maybe you're a business owner, but creating rules and structure and boundaries in a situation here, especially if you're dealing with somebody who is very inconsistent with you. You might be putting boundaries between you and them, and that's where you're like, okay, you don't want to give me the time and make this relationship work, or whatever the case may be, then we've got to create some boundaries here because I'm not going to do this. I see the Four of Wands as your internal energy, a relationship that looks really good, stability, home life. It looks really good, and I like that. I like how this comes out. But going to this person, we have the Eight of Wands for the external energy affecting your situation, which is very fast moving. Somebody's like quickly in your life, quickly out of your life. Quick to say things, quick to run off. I get that you are moving on from whatever this is, though, because we do have the Six of Swords that comes out as the outcome here. It's like, I'm tired of this. I'm tired of the inconsistency. I can't do that anymore. I want someone that's more mature. I want a more stable situation, because that's what you're focused on, is the stability. Like, a stronghold, a home life, a foundation of love and support and understanding, and you feel like that's completely turned upside down here. And by somebody who is constantly there, not there, and inconsistent, and forgetting things. And so you've got to, create rules and structure for yourself and tell this person enough is enough, right? So let's go ahead and clarify that Queen of Pentacles in reverse here for your current situation. All right, so I do see a situation when it comes to money where you feel like you're not making as much money as you once were, right? There was a time when you did make a good amount of money and you're like, okay, when I made this money, it felt really good. How do I do that again? You've been patiently waiting and trying to practice like how to move forward, but not feeling like you know where this forward movement is taking you, because you're at a crossroads about like, how do I change this? How do I get back to what I had whenever I was making this money? So if that's also affecting relationships in your life, just make sure that the people that are important to you are included in your life, and, talk to somebody. It's always helpful to have someone you can lean on in a time of need, and they might have an answer that you didn't think of, or they might have insight or just really good words of wisdom, enlightenment, where they could say something and you're like, I didn't think about that. Okay, that makes me take everything back in perspective of, I need to look at it from this point of view. So, if that's the case and you feel like your garden isn't growing like it used to, in your financial world, well, then, talk to somebody who is supportive of you, okay? But there's also the fact that, there's a relationship lacking. Someone's putting work above other things, and there's been a lot of waiting for forward movement, but nothing is happening. It just feels like things keep getting blocked, and then you're at a crossroads with this person, or vice versa. There is definitely a relationship affected there. So Page of Pentacles, Temperance card, 6 of Swords, and then that 2 of Swords at the bottom deck. Let's go ahead and clarify that Emperor. Okay, so the Emperor is clarified by the 9 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the High Priestess at the bottom of the deck here. So that structure here from someone who is coming off more like, no, I'm in control. That person is stressed out by things and feeling like they need to cut straight through the BS. Like, no more, I'm not going to put up with any more BS. I'm starting over, starting fresh, starting new, and trusting their intuition that it's the right thing to do. It's really hard to say if that's you or them, but the way that you want, because of the way you want a very solid foundation in a relationship, comes out like, I'm going to start over, but also this person will get to their, their fast moving energy, because if they're the one stressing you out, enough is enough, you've had enough, you'd rather start over in a new situation and see what happens there, and just, trusting that everything's going to be okay. Like, I have to have faith in myself. I have to, create the life that I want by doing something, by moving forward. Even if it's like I'm making a plan and we're at the beginning stages, how am I going to do that? You're very intelligent, very smart, so don't allow the worries to get the best of you and keep you from building that empire, if it's an empire that you're building, or a sturdy relationship on something you want, if that's what you're building, or maybe you're building both. So let's go ahead and clarify that 4 of Wands for the internal energy affecting your situation, which is how you feel about this. Okay, so wanting this solid relationship, happiness, growth, excitement, the Sun, the Death card, The Hangman. These are some major choices here. When it comes to a very solid foundation, like maybe moving to a new place or just creating overall stability of like, I want to have a pretty solid home life of, I got this, I don't have to depend on anybody, or I want a pretty solid relationship. The Sun comes out as a yes to your question you have. To end something, that something new will start. You just have to let go of control and allow the universe to help you with guiding you towards what it is that your heart is calling you to your true calling, to your true love here. Now, if this is a relationship, it's like you want the happiness, but you feel like something's ending and in limbo because you're like, I do love this person, you know, so how do I get them to recognize how much I love them and get them to commit? You can't change people, so it is a reflection of, is this worth you staying in a situation where you were once happy or you're giving happiness, but things are changing and now you feel like, where are we at? What's going on? Let's go ahead and clarify that 8 of Wands for the external energy affecting your situation, which is them. It's like things happening so fast of this fast moving energy of this person like, I love you, I'm there for you, I support you, but there is a chapter that's closing out, which is making me want to explore in a different area. Like you two had an agreement upon this. The 8 of Wands is clarified by the King of Cups, the World card, the Page of Wands, and then the 3 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So it's a little bit tricky, like difficult with how, you know, things happen so fast and this person coming in with so much love and feeling complete, but now feeling like they're curious of what's out there, you know, what can they co-create with other people, who will recognize them, you know, what kind of commitments they want here, you know, curious what you think as well. It's like they have a lot on their mind, like, what do you think about things ending even if we love each other, or things closing in a particular chapter, so that way we can see where other things, they feel like you both wanted this in some way. Like there's, okay, see, there's 3 black cats in this card right here. There's 3 people, but there's 3 black cats. So all these things, these black cats that represent shadows of things that are not discussed or suppressed or whatever. Everybody's got something to say here, but they're not entirely saying it. You're putting it on paper and trying to create it in that way. But communication is key as well. And so this is more about doing than it is saying. But curiosity of where this path is going to lead if we do this. Let's go ahead and clarify this 6 of Swords. Okay, so there is definitely, with this 6 of Swords, there is moving on from this situation, out of a rough situation to try and move to something better. And it does break a soul connection here. It's like doing something different than what everybody else wants you to do, because keeping the secrets of not being happy in this situation is not allowing the other person to heal. So there is walking away. Somebody does end up walking away because of the secrets that were kept, and feeling that, you know, this isn't a very strong, solid foundation of a soulmate contract relationship or what we both wanted. Things have changed with that Hierophant coming out in a 50-50 energy. High Priestess and the 8 of Cups, okay? And so, and then at the bottom of the deck here was the Star. So moving forward, though, is going to really start this healing journey, and that's where things are happening in the end of this week for you and this person. So let's go ahead and get an oracle message for you. What do you want Cancer to know about their reading? Let's see what Spirit has to say. I feel like you're moving on because you know that this person has already let go or is moving on, even if they don't tell you. Which is allowing you to focus more on your destiny and this healing process that you need from this. Okay, so we have make sure you don't start seeing yourself through the eyes of those who don't value you. You need to know your worth even when others don't. You are not what people think of you. Oh, I love that. That's very powerful. Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better. So when a door doesn't open, don't waste your energy trying to make it open. It's closed for a reason. You are being redirected to something bigger and better. Endings are part of the cycle of life. They make way for wonderful new beginnings and opportunities. Yeah, which is more of a wish fulfillment on your journey forward. You know, you're healing from something. You're allowing yourself to chase after more of what becomes your destiny, and there's definitely a wish fulfillment ahead here, Cancer. So even though one situation might not work out, something better is just ahead for you. So just know you got this. All right, this is what I have for you. If it resonates with your situation, go ahead and hit that like button. I will see you in your next reading coming up. Have a good rest of your day. Bye.